Hi, I'm Jeannie Faulkner. I'm Fit Pregnancy's Ask the Labor Nurse blogger, and I'm co author of the Complete Illustrated Birthing Companion. So, I received an email this week from a reader who read a review I wrote recently for The Good Mother Myth, a new book of essays edited by Avital Norman Nathman. This book debunks the myths surrounding who is and who isn't a good mother and opens the conversation to include women from all walks of life. Even if they don't appear as the media likes to represent, all perky and starched and happy to be doing it all, that is so not me. And yet, like so many women who are working, parenting, and trying to fit all the pieces together, sometimes making a mess of it, I definitely consider myself a good mother. My reader appreciated my confession in this review of what some might consider my lesser maternal attributes and the many ways I don't necessarily measure up to the good mother myth of the perfectly put together woman with perfect kids. You know, kids who never barf on her clothes or throw tantrums in public or get in trouble in school. My reader liked that I admit to motherhood realities like having babies who do not sleep through the night, to not fitting into my pre pregnancy jeans like ever again after I had my babies. When my babies were little, hell, even today, it takes a minor miracle to look refreshed and tidy and like those moms in commercials, happily doing their laundry. Again, not me. I knew it was time to make an effort, though, when a first grader asked if I was my daughter's grandmother. Mind you, I was picking her up at school after having worked a night shift at the hospital, and I probably hadn't slept in a day or two, but still. Since I'm a working mom, I sometimes miss school events, and I don't volunteer for the PTA. I am not a class mom, and I don't kill myself over missing the occasional sports game. Unlike the good mother of mythology, I sometimes get mad at my kids, some of whom have spent time on the inside of the principal's office. My house is often messy. I have more than two kids, and given a choice between working or crafting with my kids, I'll probably pick work. The biggest myth that working mothers are supposed to be doing it all with style and grace? I do a lot. I don't have to do it all. When I worked in labor and delivery, I met lots of women who felt they were somewhat less than great mothers because they didn't fit the mold society had created for them. Women who'd spent time in jail or had substance abuse issues, bad boyfriends, or lived in crummy housing. Among my friends, I know women who feel like bad mothers because they've forgotten birthdays or, God forbid, parent teacher conferences. I know mothers who've had abortions. I know mothers who suffer with depression and mental illness, and mothers who've made lifestyle choices they wish they hadn't. Are they good mothers? Yeah, each and every one of them is. I know women who are so distracted trying to work full time, meet their children's needs, be a loving wife or partner, and live up to society's definition of good motherhood. They deny who they really are and they forget to be good to themselves. I know women who will answer a compliment about themselves or something sweet they did for their child with an apology that she didn't do better. I'd love for women to see themselves as great mothers just as they are, but if they can't, then at least it's good enough. Perfection is not required. The good mother myth also covered the concept of the mommy wars that's so prevalent in the media. That's the idea that women are at war with each other over issues like natural childbirth or epidural, breast or bottle feeding, co sleeping or crib. And all I can say to that is, really? Nobody I know is in this battle. I know women who are so on the defense about their parenting choices, though, they fail to see that there are lots of variations on the motherhood theme. It's not a one size fits all deal. Actually, most of the women I know have a lot of respect for the choices their friends make. They understand that we're all in this together, and when we make different choices, that's cool. So, why then do we keep reading about these so called mommy wars? Well, they make good headlines, that's why. They make better headlines than the real controversies motherhood is all about. You don't sell magazines with headlines like, America is one of only 4 countries in the world that doesn't mandate paid maternity leave, or women are struggling to make ends meet. These are the real battles women I know are waging. So my reader is a new mom who's learning the ropes on how to raise babies and work for a living and was grateful to hear from another mother that you can be a great mother even if you color outside the lines. I think it's time we get the word out that there are a lot of us out here. We're good mothers, even with all our imperfections. Let's start letting each other know that, shall we? Thanks for being here. Let's meet back again next week.